It's picking up out there, finally getting better. It's been a long few months, but the job market is starting to warm a little again. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a role selling into the NHS, clients paying between 60, 75k base, depending on the background of the candidate, plus car allowance and other bits. This is a really, really nice gig. My client is a well-established business. They've been going about 15 years. They employ about 30 people. They have a niche asset tracking product that tracks specific workflow of assets around a hospital. I'm not going to go too deeply into what kind of assets. It's certain specific type of assets that work through the hospital and that need to get to the right places. They have some outstanding reference clients, big names that have implemented the software. You know, the client was telling me on the call the other day, obviously we didn't meet face to face, they were telling me on a video call the other day, they've got a couple of organisations that are saving literally millions of pounds a year based on having implemented this solution. And one of the things that I did really like was the CFO as well as the CEO sat in on the meeting, and the CFO was showing me some really neat return on investment models of how the product works and how they've mapped return on investment in other organisations, and where they can go to an organisation, plug in the data, and then present a return on investment case to a prospective client that's very strong and compelling. So it's a really nice gig. It's new business sales, it's net new name. There's a little bit of account management, but it's predominantly net new name accounts. They will support you in that to an extent. They do all the regular shows. You'll see them as a fixture at most of the key shows and exhibitions, and some of the more specialist ones where their product is more relevant. They've got an inside salesperson on the phone booking appointments, but obviously the skill that you're really going to need to be able to demonstrate is your ability to network. I was talking to the client and I said, what is the number one skill you're going to really want here in somebody? And he said, well, firstly, they need to know the NHS. Secondly, they need to be a good salesperson. But more importantly than that, what we're really looking for is somebody who can get out of departmental level. He said the challenge they have with this particular product is that you can go into the department or go into the ward, you can talk to a clinician and they fall wildly in love with the solution. And he said they're absolutely beside themselves with it because the ROI and the benefit is so incredibly obvious to a clinician or an operations person. He said that's great, but those people don't have the power to find the money to create the deal. And he said he needs somebody who can just leverage out of those relationships and more into the boardroom and more into where the money and the pots of money are, where you can actually truly persuade somebody that there's an ROI case here. So you need to know NHS and you need to be a good salesperson. That's the requirement. What's he paying? As I said, already between about 60 up to about 75k base, times 2 on the OTE, so it's a nice opportunity to earn some money if you're a good, solid new business hunter. There's a little bit of benefits and stuff on top of that. If you're interested in the job, all you have to do is you'll be looking at this video now. Below the video, there's a little button, just below my finger there, that says, are you interested? And there's a button that says yes. Click yes, answer a couple of questions. It'll send the data to the right individual in the business, and we'll be able to get back to you straight away and make sure that we've managed and cared for your application properly. So it's a lovely job this, well supported, new business, loads of referenceability, great return on investment case, product selling asset tracking in the healthcare market. Looking forward to seeing your CV. Goodbye.